Namaste everyone. In today's video, I'll be sharing the most powerful visualization techniques to manifest anything you want in your life. In my previous videos, I have shared many manifestation techniques, law of attractions, the techniques that you can use to manifest anything you want. I want to specifically focus on visualization because it is very powerful and I have used it and manifested many things in my life. My name is Priya and I'm very passionate about sharing messages, positive messages to everyone, and really encourage everyone to live their life to their fullest potential. We all have the power to live exactly how we want. We can create anything we want using the universal powers, and you can definitely do it as well. So let's dive in. So in today's video, I said I'll focus on visualization. So when we talk about visualization, lots of people usually mention a vision board, which is really nice. I have my own vision board as well. I think it needs to be updated, but now that I'm talking about it, but most people tend to update it on a yearly basis, or even more often as they're manifesting whatever they want to manifest. And then people use guided meditations. I have used Master Sri Akarshana's guided meditation, and it really works as well. I still use it. But in order to do any of these, you need to know exactly what you want. And that's where the visualization kind of helps exactly what you want. Because when you do a vision board and all, sometimes you go online and you search for what you want. And it might not, the picture might not be exactly what you want, and you will still kind of print it or draw it out and put it on your vision board, which is still okay. But if you want to make it more powerful, if you want the manifestation to happen exactly how you want it, then you need to be very clear about what you want. So when you have a goal, it's important to know why you want that. So most people, everyone wants to be rich. Most people wants to have a nice a mansion, maybe not a mansion, but a big house, a luxury lifestyle, right? This might be not everyone, but most people want this. But sometimes we need to ask why we want it. And for us to understand why we want it, we need to kind of visualize it and live in it, and to see if this is something that you really want. And for that to happen, don't do this when you're angry or upset. You just want to get back at someone for them telling you you weren't successful. Like, don't do it when you're not in a good mood. So the best way to calm yourself down, your vibrations need to be in a positive way, okay? So it needs to align with the universe. So for the best thing for you to do is breathing. So Master Sri Akarshana always mentioned breathing is everything. And I truly believe that. He mentioned that everything in life, you begin your life, you start off with breathing, okay? You're born and you breathe. That's the first thing you do. And you end your life, the last thing you do is also breathing. So breathing is very important, and it's something that we do naturally, and sometimes we actually forget how important breathing is until we go through some challenges. And it's something I'm still focusing on and learning to do, because sometimes when I'm nervous or when I'm stressed out, I forget to breathe. I hold on to my breath. And as much as I know that I need to breathe in the moment, I still need practice to breathe more. So let's take some deep breaths right now. You should do abdominal breathing and do deep breaths slowly. Inhale with me. And exhale. And do it in your own timing. Okay, that itself actually shifted my energy right now. I witnessed it. I hope you witnessed it as well if you did it with me. Oh, that was actually powerful. Okay, let me get back to my video. So when you actually breathe, you actually shift your energy, and I just personally witnessed that. So take some deep breaths, do it for about a minute, or however long you want to do. And when you're doing this, sit down and have your spine straight, because that's the way you actually connect to the universe very quickly, because our our energy centers are moving upwards, and it's able to connect to the universe easily. So even though it's not a meditation, it's if you want to visualize something and you want to manifest something, sit down in a quiet area, put your palms up. And why we put our palms up, this is receptive, okay? So you're receiving energy. There are some meditations where you do palms down, and those are usually meditations where you go inwards. And when you go inwards, it's still very powerful, but it depends on which meditations you're doing. Right now, we're channeling into the universal energy, so we want to face up, okay? And you don't have to believe me, you can actually test that out, and you might not know the difference right away, but in, like, if you practice continuously, you'll actually see the difference. Actually, take a couple of breaths right now with me. With your palms facing down. And now compare it to the breaths when you're breathing with your palms facing up. I don't know if you were able to see the difference, but I felt this way was more open, more energy was channeling in, versus this, it was still deep, but it was inwards. I didn't feel energies on the outside. And this is not something that everyone will feel. Everyone's sensitive in their own way, so you test out what's good for you. But in this visualization purposes, keep your palms up, so it's helpful for you to be receiving, okay? So once you take your couple of deep breaths with your palms up, you're sitting straight. Now bring in the visualization, okay? So it could be anything that you want. So let's go with something that most people want, money. So let's say $1 million, okay? Let's go big. $1 million. So now you can close your eyes and imagine that. And you don't have to necessarily practice with 1 million. You can practice with whatever you want at the moment, okay? Close your eyes and visualize the $1 million. Now, when you're visualizing, you have to actually go into it as if you're there and you see the money. Where do you want this money to be? In your bank account? Do you have multiple bank accounts? Where do you want it? Do you want it in your checking account or your savings account? So visualize very, like, in detail, like go very deep with this. Okay, or do you want cash in your hand? Like you want to see $1 million right there. Like however you want this, like you have to imagine it exactly how it is. Okay, and you can smell it, feel it. You can do everything and see how you feel. It's about emotion. So Master Sri Akarshana always says emotion is energy in motion. So that when you add emotion to law of attraction, when you add emotion in, you can actually manifest very fast compared to not having the emotions in. So always visualize yourself with some sort of emotions that you want to be part of. So $1 million, is it excitement that you get? Is it happiness? And then go deeper and then see, is it making you happy because you have it in your hand, or is it making you happy because of what you're going to do with it? So go deep into those questions of why you want it. Because then this goes back to the goal number one of what was your number one goal of manifesting this, right? But sometimes we just say we want something because it's the expectation of success by our society, or any other reasons your parents want you to become something, like, so we have our own reasons for why we want something. So go deep with it and see if this is exactly what you want. Because often we visualize something and then we want something, we want it so bad, but we're not aligned with what we're truly wanting. So we don't manifest it, because in reality, not everybody wants that $1 million. As much as it might sound like, oh, of course everyone wants it, but not everybody puts value to that. So it depends on what you want, and is it truly because you want it, or is it because somebody else wants it? So imagine the whole scenario of why you want it, who's around you when you're having this, is how is it making you feel, and then why is that making you feel that way, and then what are you doing next with it? So go, and this doesn't need to be so long. You could do this within like few minutes. because in our thought form we do everything very quickly. Apparently 11 million bits of information comes across our brain, and only 40 bits of that is in our conscious mind per second. So obviously there's a lot of thoughts going in. So make sure you go through this whole scenario and then see if this is exactly what you want. And if it is, just make sure you put that emotion in it and live it, like be in it, hold it, live in it. And anything, it doesn't have to be that $1 million, it could be anything that you visualize. After you do this, the last part that I would like to suggest that almost everyone misses, is let it go. Once you visualize and you told the universe this is what you want, you have to surrender. You have to learn to surrender. And I'm naming it universe. You can name it God, you can name it energy, you can name it whatever you want, whatever your belief system is. Just believe in it 100% and surrender. So usually when I do my meditations, my guided meditations for these things, I usually, whatever I visualize, once I come out of that meditation, I'm like, it's done, it's manifested. And then I don't think about it because I know that it's coming. Like I don't doubt it even 1%. Even that 1% doubt will take it away, okay? Because it brings all these other negative energies in when you're doubting, when you're fearing and all that. So let it go, surrender to it. When you're actually thinking, is it coming or what, like, or all the challenges that are coming, then you're attracting all the negative energies towards you. Instead, just let the universe know what you want and just let it be, and you will get it. You have to trust in it, okay? I hope this video was very helpful for you. If it was, please let me know in the comments below, and let me know where you're tuning in from, and click the like button if you like anything out of this video. And please, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to my channel and click the notification button, because I'll be creating weekly videos for you, because I want you to live your life purpose, because we deserve it, okay? So until then, namaste.